Why you procrastinate? If you ever put off an important task by, say, alphabetizing your spice drawer, you know it wouldn't be fair to describe yourself as lazy. After all, alphabetizing requires focus and effort. And hey, maybe you even went the extra mile to wipe down each bottle before putting it back. And it's not like you're hanging out with friends or watching Netflix. You're cleaning, something your parents would be proud of. This isn't laziness or bad time management. This is procrastination. If procrastination isn't about laziness, then what is it about? Etymologically, procrastination is derived from the Latin verb procrastinare, to put off until tomorrow. But it's more than just voluntarily delaying. Procrastination is also derived from the ancient Greek word ekrasia, doing something against our better judgment. It's self-harm, said Dr. Pierre Steele, a professor of motivational psychology at the University of Calgary and the author of the Procrastination Equation: How to Stop Putting Things Off and Start Getting Stuff Done. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 ways to overcome procrastination. Number one is make a list. Start by creating a to-do list with things that you would like to accomplish. If necessary, put a date next to each item if there is a deadline that you need to meet. Estimate how long each task will take to complete and then double that number so that you don't fall into the cognitive trap of underestimating how long each project will take. Next one is break projects down into more manageable segments. When you are faced with a big project, you might feel daunted, intimidated, or even hopeless when you look at the sheer amount of work involved. At this point, take individual items on your list and break them down into a series of steps. And if you need to write paper for a class, what steps do you need to follow? If you are planning a big family event, what are the things you need to do and what supplies do you need to obtain? Once you have created a list detailing the process you need to go through in order to accomplish the task, you can start working on individual baby steps. The next one is recognize the onset of procrastination. As you start to tackle items on your list, pay attention to when thoughts of procrastination start to creep into your mind. If you find yourself thinking, I don't feel like doing this now, or I'll have time to work on this later, then you need to recognize that you are about to procrastinate. When you feel tempted to procrastinate, don't give in to the urge. Instead, force yourself to spend at least a few minutes working on the task. In many cases, you might find that it is easier to complete once you get started. Next is eliminate distractions. It's hard to get any real work done when you keep turning your attention to what's on television or you keep checking your friends' Facebook status updates. Assign yourself a period of time during which you turn off all distractions, such as music, television, and social networking sites, and use the time to focus all of your attention on the task at hand. My next one is drop the perfectionism. Perfectionism is an all or nothing mentality. Something is either perfect or it is a failure. People with perfectionistic tendencies tend to wait until things are perfect in order to proceed. So, if it's not perfect, you cannot be finished. Or, if it is not the perfect time, you believe you can start. This all or nothing mentality can hold you back from starting or completing tasks. Instead, focus on being better than perfect. This means to still strive for excellence. Creating excellence or setting yourself up with excellent conditions, but at the same time, you focus on getting the job done. Done is better than perfect. The last but not the least is reward yourself. Once you have completed a task or even a small portion of a larger task, it is important to reward yourself for your efforts. Give yourself the opportunity to indulge in something that you find fun and enjoyable, whether it's attending a sport event, playing a video game, watching your favorite TV show, or looking at pictures on a social sharing site. So, my final thoughts for this is breaking the procrastination habits isn't easy. After all, if it was simple, there wouldn't be an estimated 80% to 90% of students engaging in procrastination on a regular basis. The urge to put things off can be strong, especially when there are so many things around us to provide fun and entertaining distractions. While procrastination might not be something you can avoid entirely, becoming cognizant of the reasons why you procrastinate and how to overcome those tendencies can help. By implementing these strategies, you might find that it is easier to put your nose to the grindstone and get started on those important tasks. Make someday today, follow these steps to get started on your project, and be proud of every bit of progress you make. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning until the end. And if you have some ways to overcome procrastination, feel free to leave them in the comments box below so that we can share each other. Bye and God bless.